So I have my laptop connected, so I'm going to also share that as well. But the first thing we're going to be looking at is how to use the trend wave scanner. So if you want to take notes, you can. How to use the trend wave scanner. That's the first thing. Educators who teach on different scanners. Then how to join live sessions, because apparently some people still don't know how to join live sessions. Then question and answers if you have any, right? So I'm just going to share my screen, my laptop screen, and just get on with while we're here. We shouldn't take much time today, but I just hope people don't ask too much questions that takes up all our time. So let me just see. So guys, in retrospect to talking about the scanners, I want us to understand something. If you notice on the call, people are plugged in from different parts of the world. What does that tell you? It means we're plugged in on different time zones, right, at the same time. Now, if you do not know, like the foreign exchange market has 4 different trading sessions, right? Your New York session, London session, and Tokyo and Sydney sessions, right? So now each of these sessions have specific time where liquidity is high in the market. I'm going over this first because my 7 p.m. is somebody else's 8 p.m., right? And there are certain points in time where liquidity is high. The volume of the liquidity, I mean money, right? The volume of the amount of buyers or sellers in the market at a particular time on a particular pair is different on another session, right? So it's important, if you're going to be using the scanner, it's important to know that, okay, by this time, let's say around this 8 p.m., 9 p.m. ish, if you're going to go and now start looking at certain pairs, you should be patient enough to know that the market is not going to be as fast as when it is probably maybe 2 p.m. your time, right? 2 p.m. Nigerian time or UK time, whichever. So let's just quickly go into it. We have 4 different trading sessions: the London session, New York session, Tokyo and Sydney session. Now, the London and New York session is, I'm using GMT, which is my UK time, so don't worry. It's sorry, if you want to take a screenshot, it's fine. So Nigeria is ahead of me with 1 hour. So if you're in Nigeria, you're ahead of us in the UK with 1 hour. So just convert it, yeah. If I say 12 o'clock in your mind, just be using 1 p.m. If you're not in Nigeria, just use West African time or just use my GMT to convert to whatever time that works for you. For example, Cyprus, I think they are 2 hours ahead of me. I think Belarus is 3 or 4 hours. So just understand. Use it to cover. If you feel like, okay, you're not sure specifically, right, you can take a screenshot and go and sit down carefully and do the math, right? So now let's go over London and New York session. Now, I live in the UK, but I never trade London session, right? The London session opens up from 8 a.m. in the morning into 9, 10-ish, into 12 p.m. that opens up New York session. I never trade London sessions because I'm not picking my phone to trade at that time. I'm either, trying to create content to post or responding to my mentees' messages. So those hours is not my trading hours. So now you pick as an individual, pick the trading session that suits your schedule best. Why? Because you're going to be using the scanner. So you have to use it at a time where that's not when you're trading and then you're doing 20 million other things. You're on your phone, you're taking the trade, you're booking, and once you're done trading for that 10 to 15 minutes window, you have gone, you have left the market, you've made your target for the day, and you are out, right? Using the scanner is not when you're going to now be multitasking, and no, that window that you have, that's why I'm carefully taking out time to teach you the trading session so you fit it into your schedule. What time works best with you, right? And that schedule will now choose which pairs aligns with whatever schedule that works, that is suited for you daily. Many of you work, many of you do other things outside of this. So you need to know what time is best for you, right? So, like I said, we have the London and New York session, right? I talk about the London session, which is from 8 p.m. leading into New York session, which is 12, down to 6 p.m., which is right now. So, guys, if you notice the Tokyo and London session, they have overlapping sessions. I'm going to talk about that also as well, right? I'm having blocks. Sorry. So Tokyo and London session overlaps into each other. But let's talk about London session now. London session, like I already highlighted, right? It's your 7 a.m. into 9 p.m. Now you also have Tokyo and Sydney session, which is from your midnight. Now, some people think that the forex market closes, right? Daily. Like, no, it just transitions it into another trading session. Like if you notice around 10 p.m., right, the market stops moving for like some few minutes and it starts moving again. That moment is transitioning into another session, which is Tokyo and Sydney session, which is your midnight that leads up into the morning, which is your London session. Now, let's look at the pairs that are attached to this session. Let's look at London sessions now. Look at the pairs that are attached to this session. So you have Euro USD, GBP USD, USD CHF. Now, these are normal forex pairs. Now, a lot of people don't trade these pairs. Many of us are gold lovers. Give me your pairs now, guys. Give me your pairs. Gold lovers. What lovers again? Indices lovers. BTC lovers. So give me your pairs. Don't be shy. Don't worry, we're getting there, right? So now these are the pairs that align with those, sessions. I'm saying it because we're going into how to use this kind of US oil, amazing. I'm a US 30 girly, so I can relate to US oil. Now for New York session, you have the major pairs in New York session. GBP USD, these are when liquidity is high, right? So outside of this, you can trade this pair outside of their trading session. You can trade this pair, but the market is going to be slow, right? So you have to now either you swing that trade or you just have to be extremely patient, right? So this is New York session. The pairs, if you want to take a screenshot, that's fine, right? Then you have Tokyo. Look at the pairs where you have your NZD USD, your AED JPY, your CAD JPY, and the likes, right? Tokyo is also known as Asian session as well, right? You have your Sydney session, right? So these are the pairs that happens in these session times. Now, why is this important? Because, guy, you're going to come back from work sometimes by 8 p.m. And that's when you're not thinking, okay, I want to go and trade gold. Auntie, you can't trade. You can't trade gold because let me even just show you why. Liquidity is low right at that time on gold. So if you're going to be thinking about trading gold, you're going to have to swing it, right? So what does swing trade mean? Swing trade are trades that run for a long period of time, right? That trades they are long for, so you have to be patient. It can run from today's what, Thursday, yeah? It can run from today into next Monday, right? You just keep taking your profit where you like, and because you're swinging it, right? So you have to be ready to swing that gold trade into the morning, right? So, but then let's look at which brings us to one of our majors, which is how to use the scanner, right? I'm just going to close this. So you can, guys, I'm going to stop sharing for a second so I can just open up the scanner. So you understood what I just said with the trading sessions and time. Please drop a 5 because everyone is so quiet. My mind, I'm like, is this that tense? So you understood what I just said. Like you learned something recently. You just like gems have dropped on you. Okay, so let's go into the scanner. I'm guessing most of us know how to get to the scanner, so I'm just going to do that on my laptop. Guys, if I tell you how tired I am, it's crazy. But then let's do this. Guys, should I tell you what's happening right now? My browser just closed. But don't worry. Some people's village people. I see you all. Okay. All right. Clement said, I'm lost. Obviously. See, guys, literally, the recording is going to be available. This call is recorded. Don't worry. So if you feel like you don't understand what we're doing because you just came in or something, just stay tuned. We are with you, and the recording is always going to be here for you to revisit. But just in case you're wondering what we are doing on the call, we are here to learn a few things. And I'm trying to log into, guys. Sorry about that. All of a sudden, like, okay, so guys, let me just share my screen again, and so everyone can, you know, see my screen. I want to share my laptop screen again. All right, fam. So guys, we all know how to get to the scanner, right? You come to the GFO Academy, you choose on GFO Live. I'm going to walk us through how to join live sessions before we get to the scanner part, right? And then we click on the GFO login. What's going on? Guys, did you notice what just happened? Click on GFO Academy and you choose GFO Live. Why is it not showing? Guys, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Huh? You can't hear me. Guys, can you hear me? You can hear me, drop a 7. You can hear me, drop a 7. Please, those guys, people that are not hearing me, you have to leave the Zoom and join back or connect audio bottom left of the screen. Like from when you're joining your Zoom, just connect that Wi-Fi audio thingy. I don't want to believe that at this point, people don't know how to use Zoom. I refuse to. I refuse to believe it. All right, guys. So this is the live session, right? This is the live session. Now, let me show you something. A lot of people don't know this, right? But this has this has Steamy. Let me log out and log in mine. Something is up. I really don't know. Something is definitely up. Let's just use this. So, guys, this live session has access to courses. Now, a lot of people don't know that under J, right? Let me log in mine. Okay, thank you. So, guys, now we have the different people. So come up here. You see here, there's the time zone. If you don't set it to your time zone, you will never get the correct time the educator is supposed to, come up for you. Like sometimes Jay is live, man is live. Some people don't even know. Literally, they don't know. Come up here, change the time. If you're in the UK, just put GMT, right? If you're wherever you are, change it to your time zone. Look at, they're different. If you're instant standard time, center, like that, there's plenty. set it to your time zone so you know when the educator is live. Now, for example, let's say I want access to Manny's session. Maybe I joined his live and I did not get what he was saying. Yeah, I said GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. Right? So I can now join this access to courses and see, Manny's previous recordings. If you were in EA, it's just like you want to learn to trade with Abdullah, you have to go to his previous recordings and understand what he was doing, because Manny teaches smart money concepts. That smart money scanner, Manny teaches it, right? So you guys thinking, oh, I don't know how to use the scanner. The specific scanner called Smart Money, Manny teaches it. And you have to come to his previous recorded sessions to even understand it. Look at it. It says here, learn how to use Smart Money scanner. So imagine if you have never been to Manny's recorded session. You now peradventure join his live one day. It is not magic. You cannot, half and quarter of what he's going to be talking about will fly over your head. I'm sorry to say that, right? This is because this is an academy and there are courses for you. Everything is not going to happen once, but bits and bits. Take a bite. I said I was lost. Yes, because you never visited his previous classes, right? It's normal. Until you familiarize yourself with these individuals, what they are going to be saying will be flying over your head. So now I just showed you how to assess, right, their previous recordings, right? Same thing applies for any other educator. I just used Manny, right, to show you guys, right? So if you were going to come to see Jay, you go to his access to courses, look at his previous, I think Jay teaches what scanner. Jay teaches Q shots. We're going to go over that as well. Jay teaches Q shots. I'm going to send it to the group. The scanners and the educators that they teach, like, so, because these are some things that we really don't know how to get to, and it's going to affect your trading journey. Let me just send that to the chat so anybody can easily just copy it as well. Just a second, guys. I'm trying to paste it on the chat so you know the educators and what scanner they teach. So, right? So John Oliver teaches Sniper, Jay teaches Q shot, Manny teaches smart money, like I told you. Tyler also teaches skill shot plus smart money concept. We don't have any educator for golden era, right, and Trendwave at the moment, right? So now let's just go to the scanner. So guys, I've sent it to the list. Anyone can just copy and save for later, so you can always join them. So like we said, we're looking at Trendwave, right? So this is how I trade Trendwave. I am a day trader and a scalper. I am not a swing trader. I don't like long trades. I don't even take pending orders because I don't like it. That is me, right? As you in your trading journey, you're going to learn the kind of person that suits your personality and the kind of trader that you are, right? So now these are the steps that I take to take trades on Trendwave. And the first time GFU launched, I back tested this on my demo, right? I took my 2.5 demo to, I think, over 5K, and then I moved it to my real account and I did 1.5, and then on Monday I moved my 200 pounds to currently 2.5 as we speak, right? So just trading, I think 2 or 3 days using the scanner. So guys, literally anybody can do this, and I'm going to be showing you how I use the trade wave. So the first thing I do is I pick a pair. For example, I'm not a gold girly, right? So you scarcely see me trade gold. So now these symbols, right? They mean certain things. This symbol is for forex. So you see, you have all forex pairs. This symbol says commodity. So when you click on it, you're going to see Brent oil, crude oil, gold, platinum, silver. They are commodities. Now, this symbol, like his name, it carries a B. It's showing you this is crypto, right? You have BTC, Dash, Dodge, ETH, and the likes. It's under crypto. Then the I is for indices, right? So you have US 30, NAS 100, SP 500, GR 30, JPN 225, and the likes, indices pairs basically. Now, so based on off of the trading sessions and time you just learned, right? Indices pairs is for New York sessions. So if you are going to be trading US 30, come and be trading it. Come and look at the scanner from New York session time zones, which is what we are 12 to 4, right? So from 12, anything 12, 1 p.m., 2 p.m. By 2 p.m. Nigerian time, I think Jay is already live. 1 p.m. UK, he's live. So learn with Jay, trade with Jay, because he helps to make your money with him. If you feel like you want to still make more, right? Which most times I don't encourage over trading, right? Or you're that person, you missed the J session. This is what you can do. It's US 30. Liquidity in the market, it still has volume around that time. So the first thing you want to take note of is look at all of the 4 time zones. Now, because I'm a scalper and I'm a day trader, I'm going to be looking at these 4 time frames: 1 minute, 30 minutes, 1 hour, and 5 minutes. Now, if you already know how to do your own analysis perfectly, you can switch this to suit the kind of trader that you are. If you're a swing trader, right, you can tweak your time frame to suit the kind of trader that you are, right? So I'm just going to leave this at this. I think it's 5 minutes and 1 minute. Abdullah mostly trades on 5 minutes. Jay trades on 1 minute, right? So it mostly has to do with the trend of the market aligned with the time frame, not just the time frame. So which brings us to what I'm about to say to you. So guys, the trend wave scanner already scans the market based off of the trend of the market, right? So what you want to do is, what is the market saying on 1 minute time frame in regards to US 30, right? On 1 minute is saying a short, right? On 30 minutes, what is this saying? You have long and short here. So on 30 minutes, it's not decisive, right? It's not decisive. Now on 1 hour, you have what? You have a short, which is sell. We all know that short means sell. On 5 minutes, you have what? You have short as, okay, now it's opened a long, right? Guys, can you see this? So now, before I take a trade on US 30, it has to be saying the same thing on all time frames. I can't be having confused trend, long, short, indecisive. No, it has to be saying the same thing. All time frame must confirm that all of them are short. It should be short on 1 minute. On 30 minutes, it should be short, not short and long. No, it should be, if it's long, all time frame should say long, right? So when you see something like this indecisive, right, maybe on a particular time frame, I don't take it. I leave the market. I just feel like it has not made a decision yet, right? So I don't take it. Now, when all of them are saying the same thing, right? Take the trade. Now, one of my mentees was telling me today, so this is what she did. She took the trade, confirmed a short on all time frames, and then she took the trade and went about her day, right? So probably the trade went into profit, right? According to her, it did, right? But it didn't get to TP. So and then reversed and was now in loss. I did not ask her the overall rate. So when you're gonna be trading with the scanner, stay that window, because it's just 10-15 minutes. You don't have to be doing separate that 10 to 15 minutes for your trading. Don't go and be doing 20 million other things. That's why the scanner, you can come there at your convenience. Do you get? It was always going to be here, so you can do it at your convenience. That's why I taught you the time zones, the trading sessions, because so that you know that, oh, okay, even if I can't trade US 30 by 8 o'clock, right, there are certain pairs that I can trade by 8 o'clock. Do you understand? So it must align at all, on all time frame. They must be saying the same thing, because the scanner has already scanned the trend to tell you what the market is saying. Now, if it's not telling you, oh, the market is indecisive at this point, we're not getting a clear signal, why should I now want to force the market to take a trade? It says something about you. Do you understand? So once you get, unclear signals like this, leave it alone. I call it uncooked food. So just leave it alone and go and look for another pair. We know that BTC, right, is 247. It has no closing time, no any of those things. So let's check what BTC is saying, right? So I've traded most BTC mostly on the weekends, right? So check it on 1 minute. What is it saying? On 1 minute, it is saying a short, right? Now, this short, guys, look at that. It has done how many TPs? Let's not look at the TPs first. Let's go and confirm it first, because that can confuse you. On 30 minutes, what is it saying? So on 30 minutes, we have long and short in between. So let's see what it's saying on 1 hour. Why do I feel like this thing did not move? Okay, so on 1 hour, we have short, a short that is opening, right? So on 5 minutes, what do we have? It's 5 minutes, very tiny. So on 5 minutes, we have short as well. So 3 out of the 4 time frame tells us that we are going in for a sell. But I don't trade on long means buy, short means sell, right? But my confirmation is not on 3 time frame. My confirmation is on the 4 time frames, right? So if someone's like, oh, all 3 out of the 4 time frames says short, it means sell, so we should go in. No, I'm going to wait for all 4 to confirm what the market is saying. So now that only 3 is confirming it, I'm not going to take this trade. I'm going to leave it. Right? I'm going to leave it. So now for people who are going to trade New York sessions like me, right? Let me just give you heads up on pairs to look out for. So US 30 gold. Are you taking notes? US 30 gold, BTC, right? I'm going to be mostly trading US 30 though. Like I've decided to fall in love with that pair, right? NAS 100. So, and guys, I'm teaching you this thing so you can go and try out stuff yourself, like, and learn. Now, this is trend wave. There's no educator teaching this. This is what I learned and backtested myself, right? Using what I've learned so far in the foreign exchange market, right? So all time frame was confirmed. Like I said, I'm a day trader and I'm a scalper. I don't like long trade. I don't want to be in a trade 4 hours. The trade is like, what are we doing? So that's not me. I want to be in and out of the market, right? So now this time frames, it all has to confirm on all 4 of them. So now let's take a look for a forex pair. Let's say ADNZE. Okay, let's see what this is saying. So this saying long, right, on 5 minutes. Let's see 1 hour. 1 hour is saying a short. 30 minutes is saying short. Short means sell, right? 1 minute is saying short. So 3 out of the 4 time frame is saying short. Are you going to go for a short? No, the food have not done. The market is indecisive, right? I chose ADNZ because I think it's under the Asian session as well, right? So around this time is probably not so bad to start looking at it, whether the food is going to be ready very soon, right? So right now you can just tell that everything is not in alignment. So patience, said, like, if you don't know patience, trading will teach you patience. Patience, all time frame has to align. Now, someone will ask, oh, could be, what of when all the time frame is not aligning? Like now, leave the marker alone, leave the scanner alone, wait, right? Wait. You can always come back to it. Now, the time zones, the New York session and the pairs that I gave you to trade along the New York sessions, like 80% of the time, the time zones will align. So look out for those pairs along that time zone, right? And you'd make money and you'd be fine. Now, one thing you don't want to do is, because your trade is in profit and while it's running to TP, right? You now forget your normal booking that you do, break even and taking partials. No, it applies here as well. Everything that you know, don't throw it away because you're using scanner. Your risk management, your booking technique, which is taking partials and break even, applies here as well. The only difference is now is that you're not waiting for Coach Alpha to give you signal before you make money. On your own, you can now go and get money yourself. You can now go and pick your fish. Your daily target should not change. Ojuko Koro should not catch you, because the same laws that apply when you get greedy applies in your scanner too. Right? It didn't, the law did not change because you're using a scanner. No, they're still gonna get you when you decide to get greedy. Right? So I saw a question on the chat. I don't take all TPs, guys. I like to scalp a lot, so I don't take all TPs. Now, for example, if a trade has done TP1, right? When I saw it, like the market has cooked up, has confirmed on all time frame. Like this one is going to TP1 now. I know some sharpshooters will go and take the trade. While learning, guys, pay attention. Right. So now let's use this trade for example. Right now, so it's going to TP1. Let's say by the time I saw it and it confirmed on all 4 time frame and he had TP1 had already hit. Right. So when I'm going to enter the trade and set my TP4, TP2. Right. If it has already hit all TPs, I'm not thinking to take it. I'm thinking to check on 30 minutes, right? Does 30 minutes have a trade that I can enter? Because, guys, remember, it has already confirmed on all time frames that is a short, right? Maybe on 5 minutes, it has hit till TP5, but on 1 minute, it opened up a new trade that I can take till TP2, right? So let's say I entered the trade, right? Let's say I took the sell. We all know short means sell, and I put TP2, right? So while the trade is riding to TP2, let me tell you what I did. What I do mostly, I put my TP at TP2, but chances are I will never wait to TP2. I'm going to take my profits. I'm going to book and before TP2. I'm going to take partials and I'm going to do everything before TP2. That's just me, right? So I'm going to do, like, I've taken the trade, right? It's already moving. Because, guys, when you're trading certain pair, because the liquidity is high, it's going to move faster than this. At what point do you take partial? When you've seen good amount of profit for yourself, I don't check those things once I've seen good amount of profit. Because, so guys, I trade mostly US 30. For US 30, I use lot size 2 because For US 30, I don't trade it with, it's not, you don't use normal lot sizes, your normal 0.05, or you don't use it, right? So I use lot size too. If you're a newbie, or if your account is lesser than $500, right? If it's lesser than $500, you should be using 0.50 and below, right? For US 30, 0.50 and what? Below, right? If your account is $500 and above, right? Or £500 and above, then you can use 0.50 and above, what standard lot one, right? For US 30. So I use standard lot two, and I take my trade. Once my trade goes into profit, normally I break even. I take partials at, I don't break even, I take partials at 10 pips, right? So that's what I do. But somebody that's trading with 0.01, I'm sorry, your 10 pips have not given you money. So what partials are you taking? Do you understand? So be patient and allow your trades to do good amount of profit. Then you take your partials and break even, right? So if you have, there are times when all the time frames say the same thing, but I've left the entry. Do I still take it? That's what I just explained. So guys, let me use this one to, for example, let me use this to go over it, right? Let's picture that AUDUNZD, on all time frames, it is calling a short. We understand the all time frames must say the same thing part. So let's say it's now, Princess, please pay attention, right? So let's say all time frame is calling the same thing, right? And we want to take this trade that on 1 minute. Now, it has passed the entry, it has even done TP1, guy, it's going to TP2, right? So let's say I want to take this AUDUNZ and I enter it at instant execution immediately and I put TP2, right? So I'm gunning for TP2 because I'm late to the market. Anything outside of TP2, I don't take it. That's just me. Now, other people have other preferences, because I just feel like the market can decide to do his own thing, and I don't want to be caught. Do you understand? In that, because there'll always be trades. That one, like FOMO next to do me. There will always be trades. It's a $1 trillion market. Trillion, not million. Trillion. So there'll always be trade. FOMO next to do me. So like I'll just take it, wait for my TP2. While I'm waiting for my TP2, once my trade has done 10 pips, I take partials and I break even. Most beginners don't book, they never do it. What they do is, once their trade go into profit, they just close pap and enter again immediately. And like, what are you doing? I don't even want to get into it, but learn the right way and learn the right thing to do. Let me see another question. I think I saw one now. How do you know that ATP has hit? Person, look at the trade. Is it that you're not seeing it? You guys, are you people are not seeing my screen? My sister has gone up. You guys are not seeing my screen. Zoom in, enter your Zoom, like zoom into your phone, if you're not seeing my screen clearly. You mean your own network, Emmanuel? Guys, are you guys, can you hear me clearly? Emmanuel, I think it's your network, not mine. Did you said your broker will inform you? How can you be waiting for your broker to inform you that TP has it? Guys, please learn. So look at this trade. Let's open it up properly. I don't know. I need a mouse because using my fingers on my space bar is now. I wanted to show you guys. It's in the call. Somebody asked, how do you know it has hit TP? See, spread it as much as you want. It is your signal, it is your trade. If you need to spread it very well so that you see what you are doing, by all means, spread it, right? She was asking, guys, can you see it hit TP2 and jumped back up? is coming back to hit TP2. Sorry, guys. So, Blessing, because of you, I'm trying to zoom in, so you can see. So, can you see that it has hit TP2? Because you were asking, how do I know? You will know. It's there. You can see it boldly. So, guys, zoom onto your clear. Right? I didn't need my candles bold, but I could see. But for you, if you feel like you are not seeing, zoom it out properly so that you see what you are doing. Right? If you feel like you needed to zoom in clearly. Now, can you see that it has done TP2 and even past it? It's now like going back up. Do you see why I say when TP2 hit, I don't bother? Because explain to me why it hit TP2 and start going back up. Somebody that will not put TP at TP3 will not say it's SL. Excuse you, the trade, we all made money from it. That's why it's very important to book, because you don't own the market. It's like you cannot be that person that is just like, yes, that's what I said, Daniel. Do you get? That's what I said. Remember, it went to hit TP2 and jumped back up, right? So that's why, like, you never can. After TP1, I'm done. Like, bro, I ain't touching that tree. Sometimes you guys do TP3, 4, 5. Are you kidding me? So unless you have good enough equity, usually I even tell beginners, especially my mentees, I tell them, as you grow, you can chest some kind of losses, and you'll be able to chest some kind of things. Have you had a trade running from a previous Monday to the next Monday? As you grow, you'll be able to chest that. Now somebody will see one small loss now and close the trade, not knowing that that trade is going to reverse back, right? That's why you always want to apply proper risk management. Do you understand? Like I said, everything does not change because you're now using scanner. No. Same risk management applies. Your same securing your profits, which is taking partials and break even when necessary, it applies. Right? So I just hope you all have gotten value for this, because this recording cannot be too long, fam. I want to pause this. I want to stop it. Okay.